Was indeed their third game in 4 days, all wins. They are now 5-3 on the second night of a back-to-back, and this was the 21st game that KD has missed during this stretch with his hamstring injury, and they are 18-3. They look like they're having fun. They're playing well. You're shaking your head.
Yeah, they're 18-3 without Kevin Durant. that's why I'm shaking my head. But I mean, we keep talking about it, you know, and we've all have been on teams, you know, that plays the game what we call the right way, and it looks like everyone is having fun. You know, when the stars are on the floor, the guys on the bench is up celebrating, cheering them on, and when the other guys on the floor, the stars are up doing the same thing, and everyone seems like they care about each other and they care about each other's success, and so it becomes contagious, you know, around the entire organization when your star players are that way. It makes everyone feel welcome and a part. So it's fun watching them have fun, watching their teammates succeed.
And when non-starters play starter minutes because the starter is hurt, gives them confidence. So when KD does come back, you know, you got a guy that's not used to playing all those minutes, who has played all those minutes, he's going to be confident and ready.
I'm curious. So Kyrie had a career-high 11 rebounds tonight. He had a season-high 12 assists last night. We're reaching a point where they're just trying to break their own records every night. Kyle, I'm curious. As you look at this team, the first thing you saw on the box score was Landry Shamet had 5 threes, Tyler Johnson had 5 threes, Jeff Green had 5 threes. Is this, as we tighten the rosters as we get to the playoffs, how do you stay hot when you're not always getting 7 threes, 12 threes, and there's less opportunities?
It gets tough, but I think that's why you have all these options. You got all these guys who can play, and I think once, you know, I think you got all these options on the wing. They've got 4 or 5 options now for this kind of 5 spot. I think you got Kyrie, you got KD and James, who are going to take up a lot of minutes. Joe Harris is going to play a lot of minutes. You got to find someone to kind of fill that last spot. And I think with all the options they have, depending on the matchups that they're going to have in the playoffs, they have a lot of pieces, and I think that's really dangerous.
You know, let me add to that. You know, Adam, when I look at this and I look at Joe Harris getting 9 threes, and I look at, you know, Shamet getting 7 threes and so forth, and Tyler Johnson getting 7 threes attempts. What I look at that and I say, that's great when you know you're getting that many attempts. But when KD do come back, when James Harden, you know, is on the floor and Kyrie's on the floor, now you got those guys that maybe only get 3 of those attempts, and now they go 0 for 3. And it's going to be on those guys to make sure that they continue to keep the morale and the confidence up of their shooters, because they're going to get less opportunities when you got ball-dominant guys like they are. So it's going to be very important for them going down the stretch to make sure that their shooters stay confident throughout.
We didn't really know what we were going to get from LaMarcus Aldridge. It is his first game since March 1st. He does have a season high this year of 28 points, but he only really had 18 starts for the Spurs. We talked about it before. When you go to a team and it's clicking, it suddenly turns to joy. And Shaq, I think Kyle said during the game, it was either Kyle or Dwayn, he looks so big out there. I would love to get your big man perspective. What percentage do you think we're getting out of LaMarcus Aldridge right now from what you saw?
Well, again, if you look at how he's played the last 7, 8, 10 years, it's a pick and pop guy, but he does have the ability to take you on the post. And listen, he's a smart player, not going to do too much, and he's always going to play the right way. Right here, he takes his time and dribble. The defense not going to come. I'm going to hit you with that fadeaway. He can do that. I think Steve Nash and the coaching staff did a great job of really getting him involved tonight. Welcome. We're going to throw you the ball. We're going to throw you the ball. We're going to throw you the ball. And he can go a lot of stretches without touching the ball. He can go a lot of, he can go long stretches without touching the ball. But if you need a quick 4 or 5 points, double, kick it to him at the free throw line, he's a guy, big shot Bob type of guy that, you can get that shot, especially from close in. I'm not saying he has big shot Bob,
sure,
but if you need a shot from 15 and in, I'm definitely, looking for him when I get doubled.
To this point, LaMarcus Aldridge had 6 assists in the game. The entire Charlotte Hornets starting lineup